Good evening, my dears, and traditionally we will start our broadcast from the sound check. If you hear me and see me good, just write pluses in a chat, my dears. Waiting for your pluses. Yeah, and MC first pluses, it's Iris. As traditionally, when we have not too much people, we can say personal hello to the Iris, Charlie Manson, Olga Mark Garcia, Sam V, and Jason Geringer. And MC comment a little of this kind of, or maybe it's just a tip ops. In English, we wouldn't say it fundrise, we would say it fundriser. I thought that fundriser is that guy who made fundrise, but fundrise is that process. I thought maybe I thought wrong, but if I made mistake, please correct me. Hello Yoko, hello Michael Russo, and yeah, my dears, today topic of the broadcast. It's not soft topic, but topic. I told that we had more time, but no, we had no more time. 1 week ago, I'm not loudly made a fundrise for 4 FPV monitors. Is the special stuff for the crew for watching by drone eye. Yeah, for what we need this? When pilot flying, he fly in a glasses, for example, and all that stuff what he see only pilot. And for example, if you have opportunity to make the normal flight position, you can connect your Googles, you can connect your land station to the big monitor and have all that data from the Googles on a big monitor. But other thing, if you are flying from the forest, if you are flying from the trench and etc., in that places where you can't make a good position with a normal energy supply, normal power supply, without normal internet like Starlink, in a combat position on a close to the front line, it means that you must use more smaller thing, and this FPV monitors, it's need for orienting, for looking for the task, for second number in a crew who will orient main pilot, and it's the very important thing for us. And yeah, I told that this fundrise will be long. I'm so quiet, made this in a one post. But 1 week ago, not 1 week, I think in 3 or 4 days, I took information that we must be ready to go on one of the eastern, very popular city of the Donbas region. Microphone little louder. Okay, I will try to do this, Mark. I will try to do this. It's better, I hope. I hope better. Special sound check for the Mark. I hope always good. Special sound check for the Mark. Mark, I wait and plus. Yeah, a little. Good. Now louder and clearer is good. Thanks, Mark. And yes, and after that information that we must be ready to go in a one unnamed city on a Donbas region. Yeah, I'm starting. Yeah, we must be more quickly with the things, with the monitors and other shit. That's why I'm announce this fundrise for these monitors. As I told, our target it's $1,200 for 4 monitors, and thanks before stream, very big thanks to the Mark to the Christine and for Iris, and in the first minutes of stream, it's big thanks for the Borzed wheel. I will change way to the our target after every donation. Yeah, now we have 400 from 1,200,000, and yes. So in general, as I told that I have more time for all of things, and for the training, I told, but in real life, not all what's the things what we want we can realize. That's why we must be ready in a shortest time. But one good idea, from the 11 August I will go in vacation, 2 weeks vacation. I think that this vacation before rotation, and yeah, we have some time for the rest, and oh my god, and we have some time for the training, because only me from my group will go on a weekend, on a vacation. Other guys will stay there, and they still have a training without me, and it's very good that training process will not stop. It's a good, and when I will come, I hope that my guys will be ready to go to do combat task. Are you counting what I sent last week? Yeah, Sammy, yeah. This in that total sum. Press F. Thanks so much. And yes, it's good that at this moment, because neighbor group, they have a task from next week. I'm very happy that I had no task for next week, because as I told, we little don't ready. Still not finish extended course, still not finish EOD course. Yeah. I don't say that we're wasting time, but I don't know, a little wasting. Charlie Manson, in English we would say you would hold a fundraiser to raise funds. So, and how I correctly must use this word in a name of the broadcast. Jason Geringer was right. Stream for fundraiser or fundrise will be correct. What will be correct? And yes, for open eye on this situation, I will show that monitors. I will show you monitors. That monitors for what we are fundraising. Wait a moment. Second. Yeah, I found it. Yeah, is that monitor? What about the doll? And Mark Garcia, right? You post say that 7 inches FPV isn't used much. Are you guys using 7 inch, and why? So we bought 7-inch 7-inch FPV drones. It was first massive drones, massive. I think that in a number of these drones. Before EV was too much strong, 7 inches drones, it was okay. For example, you can attach grenade from RPG-7 or half of grenade from RPG-7. You can use handmade trottil stuff. And the distance of these drones, it's from 2 till 4 kilometers. But at this moment, you must understand, for work on a 2 kilometers target, you must be closest than 1 kilometers to the front line. Now, with the land station, with all that stuff, it's unreal thing. It's very, very difficult. And 7 inches drone have a smaller battery. They have a limitation on a weight. Size matter. In these things, size very matter. And yeah, we have problem that on a 7 inches drone we can attach only 8,000 milliampere hour battery, 10,000 milliampere hour battery, but for longer distance, it's unreal. For example, main targets for the FPV drone pilots now is the enemies FPV drone pilots, is that logistic thing, is that people who are making formation 2 years old, and distance to this unit, it's not a 1 kilometer. Distance to these targets, it's not 1 kilometer. It's something from, it's distance starting from 2 kilometers and more. Bad statistic of 3 years old show when they start use FPV drone pilots on front line directly in trenches, it have bad consequences, because as I told that FPV drone pilots is the priority target. Now if you are a kill FPV drone pilots, it's more important than you are destroy tank, for example. Yeah, because now tanks not so dangerous. Thanks so much for donation, Rara4. I'm update our target. With every your donation, we are step by step moving to our main target for monitors for our crew. Thanks so much, my dears. Wait a moment. And yeah. So what about adult? Yeah. And now with the new needs, new requests of the front line, we are using 10 inches drones, 13 inches drones, 15 inches drone, because this drone is bigger. This drone is bigger, battery is bigger, and that ammunition what you attach it to this drone bigger. That's why we are using more biggest types of drone on the front line. And for example, that popular Shrike, it's night drones. It's 10 inches drone with a special system of detonation, and other is the big drone. He can fly more longer, looking for the targets more longer, and have a more heavier ammunition for making biggest boom on a Russian territory. But why we use 7 inches? It's very simple answer. 7 inches drones is the cheapest drone, and for the training, for example, yeah, we must use as cheapest as it possible, because if we'll use on our field training more expensive drones, our training will finish very, very soon. For example, one drone, one 7 inches drone without detonation and other things and other devices, it's something like $300. 10 inches drone, it's 600, 500. That's why here during training we use 7 inches because it's more cheaper, but system of the control is the same. I hope that I'm openly answered on your question, Mark. And yes, that's why that we have it's more easy to have access to the 7 inches, because really it's not popular on a front line now, but it's very good opportunity to the work and train here on a rear base and other. I will back to the comments. If you I'm fine. Jason Jernigan. Pasha, have you ever flown FPV drones? Flown? Ah, yes, I had. I'm do training on this. Flown is just a form of flying. Yeah, I'm doing training this. I'm trained this at this moment. Be honestly, it's not my direct task, because my direct task is organization. But I think that for me it's too very important to be near my guys, and how you can manage unit, how you can control this unit, how you can give a task if you don't want how it works. For sure I'm do training with the drones, for sure I'm flying, not so big time like my subordinate guys, like my group, but me to do this. It's my job. Charlie Manson, Jason Pasha is currently training on drone flying. Yeah, but that training what we have on the base, it's not so much good training, as I told, because we need have a professional course with a certificate. Because doesn't matter you're a good pilot or a shitty pilot, you can go on a war without pilot certificate. Yeah, it's the one part of bureaucracy shit, but I think it's very important, because here we make our knowledge from the experience of that guy who are come from rotation, for example, who are come back on the base from the combat tasks. They have opportunity to come to us and share his experience. But in my opinion, more better and more important if we with guys will go to the school, special drone school, for taking knowledge from the instructor and taking certificate. Because if your pilot will go on a task without certificate, bureaucracy is shit. If your pilot will go on a front line without certificate, you can have a lot of the problem in future. A lot of the problem. Jason Geringer, Pasha, is there a big difference in the handling of the drone if it has warhead on it compared to if it's empty and not carrying a grenade or anything? Yeah, it's a difference, and I can say that drone with attached something more easier in control, because if you have a drone with a good engines, for example, fast drone, good drone, without some cargo, this drone very easy to, this drone very not heavy, very light, yeah, and it's more difficult to control this drone because FPV drone have no stabilization. For example, that Mavic or Autel drones, they have a stabilization, and for example, if you don't carry a stick, your drone will be in air. But if you don't carry a stick on FPV drone, your drone will be crashed. And for example, drone with cargo more easier in control than drone without cargo. Yeah, we have some nuance in this, some nuance in control of this drone, but in my opinion, for me, more easier to use drones with some cargo. And in this case, for example, we are attached bottles with the water, bottles with the sand, and we are train how to fly with some cargo. Really? Well, I would have thought it would be other way around. And next comment from Charlie Manson: the weight gives stability. No, it's some nuance. Weight don't give us stability. But for example, I can show it directly on a controller. Weight doesn't give us stability, but for example, if you manipulate your throttle stick, small moving of the throttle stick without weight, it's have very big influence on a speed changing so much quickly. But if you are manipulate your throttle stick with weight, it's more easy to control because drone will be heavy. Stabilization still shitty, but yes, does it slow reaction? So easier to control. Yes, reaction will be slower, and you must stabilize by yourself your FPV drone. And with some cargo, it's more easy because slow reaction, as Charlie said, slow reaction more easy to control. Yes, it's true. That's why I'm told that with the cargo it's more easy than without cargo. Without cargo, your drone it's like a sports drone or something like this, race drone. But if you attach some cargo, it's more easy to control. But you must understand that with cargo, your propellers, your engines on a drone. I must translate this word. Wait a moment. Your propellers, your engine working under load, and your battery will die more quickly. It's have sense. It's have no sense if you are use drone on a combat task. If you are find your target, doesn't matter. You will lose drone with a half battery, doesn't matter. But if you are use drone, for example, for the training flights, it's have sense. So, but yes, I had a experience, I had a training, I had a certificate of the Mavic drone. And Mavic drone, it's for example like a BMW in a world of the cars, is the same shit in a drones because so many stabilizer, so many radars, GPS and other shit. But FPV drone in our drone worlds, it's something like, I don't know, old muscle car without comfort system. That makes sense. I tried flying one once and it just shut up, then down, and it tree. Yeah, FPV drones not easy in control, be honestly. But my dears, if you don't want to waste your money, $300 every flight, you can do it by the simulator. For example, liftoff. Liftoff is the very good simulator. It's not free, but If you are living in Eastern Europe, you can download by download something, but something like $8 for the simulator, and with controller you will do good training. And step by step, Angelica, thanks so much for your donation, and we are closer to our main target. I will change it. I'm happy when I have a message on PayPal on my blue chat, as I said. But please, if you want, just write something and I will read this in a broadcast. Thanks so much, Angelica. I will make a changes in our in our target. Thanks so much. Is it hard to fly a drone in high winds? Yes, it's hard. Why? Because if wind hard, as I told, it will be overload on the engines. It's the bad stabilization. You must be more accuracy in control, and you must. It's better when you control drone in a normal wind or without wind, but in a strong wind, it's more easier to lose your drone. It's more easier. And as I told, step by step, Michael Rusa, thanks for your donation. Step by step, we are going to our target for crew training. Thanks so much, Michael. I will change number in the chat. Connection lost. Pasha, how effective is the fish nets against drone? It's effective. It's effective, and not only fish nets. Metal nets are effective. Fish nets effective. Camo nets effective. Fucking carpet can be effective against the drone, and I will try to explain why. I make small pause and I will try to show it directly. Maybe we will have something in maybe we will took some interesting information from this broadcast. Wait a moment, technical pause, I will show something for you. And so about nets and why nets is effective. As I told, camo nets, fish nets, metal nets, all stuff what can be a perepona, barricade. I don't know. I will translate these words for obstacle. All things what can be obstacle for the drone, it's effective against drone. and I will try to show. We had different types of the detonator on a drones. Sometimes we will use these small wires on a contacts. Sometimes it's initial plate. Sometimes it's the contact detonator on a ammunition. And most biggest damage a drone give you when you touch it. For example, directly touch, directly hit. And Iris, thanks so much for the message on a blue chat. It's empty donation, but it's donation. Thanks so much, Iris. Step by step, we are going to target. Thanks so much, my dears. But I saw interesting nuance. Not not empty, no message here. No message here. As I told, it's be better and funny if you will write something in that messages and I will read. It can be a bad words or something like this, but thanks so much, Iris. No worry. You can write it here. It's not a problem, but it will be more funny. And yeah, I'm continue. That means who are give a question. I hope it's interesting for you, that information what I share. And the biggest damage that we have from the drone when it's directly hit in a target. But doesn't matter what it can be, obstacle can detonate your ammunition more early than pilot need. For example, if we are use nets, metal nets on a tank or on a APC, and drone will hit in this net, it's do you know what it will be? It will be no damage for the target, or explosions will be near target and will be cutted, but no damage to the target. And camo net and other net and other thing, net can detonate your ammunition early, or second things, your drone can be stopped on a net, because propellers on a drone are plastic and it's easier to stop this propeller. Every obstacle, trees can stop. Non-trees, I forgot how it, I will translate this word. Lista. Leaf, foliage can stop your drone, and your drone will fall down. That's why nets it's a good way for the against drones. Thanks so much, Mark. Thanks, Defenders, for fighting for all of us. Thanks so much for your donation, Mark. Thanks so much. And we are more closer. It's more than half to the target, my dear. Thanks so much. Traditionally, I will order it as soon as possible and will send a report for you, my dears. Premature explosion. Yeah, Charlie, it's right. Premature explosion. And if if we have a premature explosion, it's mean that it will be no damage for the target. But for example, if you are use high explosive ammunition, something like shrapnel or something like this, I mean not shrapnel, fragmentary ammunition, still infantry on a roof of the tank, infantry on a roof of FPV will be damaged, but it's not that damage what you planned before you launch your drone. And that's why if it can be if this way can look stupid, for example, it can look stupid, but if it's work, it's not stupid. And you are also when carpet on a trench, carpet in blindage help lives of the soldier. That's why if it's work, it's not stupid. Oh my god, is the connection lost? Thanks so much. I don't know what it's valued. Thanks for the answer, but is the second super chat message in the history of the channel. First super chat message, it was from Blondie. Thanks so much. But for sorry, I can't add this to the fundrise, because this money from the super chat and from YouTube, they will come only after 1 month in September. But thanks so much for this connection lost. SEK is the Swedish krone. Interesting. Thanks so much. And yeah, my dears, I will ready to answer on all your questions. What you give, it can be smart questions, stupid question, but I am ready to answer, my dears. And we are maybe 55 or 60% to the target. Charlie Manson. In Bosnia, they lie next 2 or 3 layers of carpet inside of the bunkers for other worms and the bullet shrapnel protection. It was the secret armor out there. Yeah, it can sound stupid. It can look stupid, but it's work. It's work. It's still work, and as I told, carpets, it can be anti-shrapnel protection layer. For example, in a body armor, we have not only body armor plate, steel, for example, or Kevlar. If it's modular body armor plate or modular body armor, we have a layer of porcelain there, and it's extra anti-shrapnel, extra anti-fragments protection layer. Yes, and I heard stories from Iraq. Not heard, I'm read stories from Iraq that a lot of the Iraq infantry use carpets over there, because when United States use cluster bombs, carpet give us some protection against small part of clusters. And yes, and it's have sense. If it's work, it's have sense. How is weightlifting? Weightlifting going? I'm not about weightlifting. I think that I'm more about CrossFit. As I told, I hate it. I hate sport, but I must to do this. I can say that it's going very successfully. That army complex, it's Satan complex. It's not for the people. It's for animals. But in general, always good. I'm not cry during exercise. I think that now it's better. More better than it was, and more better, because that video what you saw a couple broadcasts ago when I'm doing Cooper test. Cooper test is a 5 round with a 4 round with a 4 exercise for 4 minutes. It was a difficult at that time. Now it's normal for me. I can finish this test for 4 minutes and it's not a problem. But now is new test for me is alpha test is bullshit. It's not people made this test. I think this was a satanist in army or devil. I don't know who are made this, but it's not for the people. 2 cms gap between each carpet hanging up the front of it would be full of holes, but not the third. What? Ah, yeah, it's layers. It have sense. It's layers. Yeah, Charlie, you're right in these things. And as I told, if it's work, it must be. If it's possible, it must be. And you are don't thinking it's good, it's not good, it's war crime or not war crime, it's legally or no. If it's help your life, it must be used for 100%. How's the devil that is cardio going? As I told, better than was. If you are not trained this, it will be unreal, as I told. But if you are doing this not every day, but once on a 2 day, it will be better. But I still hate it. I never will like it. I'm still hate it. But what we can do? We can do nothing. It's amazing how quickly the body can adjust to cardio. Yeah, it's not quickly. I think I need not less than 1 month. First month it was extremely shitty, extremely difficult, but now it's good. Now it's better. Mark Garcia, Pasha, is the new anti-corruption law better than the old one, or does it just restore the old law? You mean that law what was changed last time after protest? So I don't fully read this, but I watched political analytic about this law, and nothing new in this law, nothing new. Only that things that all agents, all anti-corruption agents must did polygraph test once on a 3 year. Is the same law. Anti-corruption organs still independent, but once per 3 year they must do polygraph test. Because anti-corruption organs in Ukraine, they too was corrupted, and we can't avoid this, because my dears, is the fucking mental of the Ukrainian high government. If you have access to something, you should make money from this. And that's why anti-corruption organization, people start protesting not for anti-corruption organization, because the same bastards as a government, same bastards as corruptioners. Not all, but big part, people protest for democracy. People show to the government that we are not fucking dictators country, and all that bullshit was high government give for us, we must eat. No, it's not about Ukrainian people. They show what is crowd, what is protest, and we come back to the previous law. But new law is the same as previous. We must clean all our organs from the Russian spy, and it's a good idea. But in this time we shouldn't suppress and shouldn't push on anti-corruption organ, because they are independent. And if doesn't matter if it's daughter, son, mother, father of the president, and he is a corruptioner, he must be punishment. No way, no choose. Go Klimen, Pasha, it's a strange and cardio combined semi. I think that I will do climbing in vacation after a couple weeks, but not yet. Now I have enough cardio. Charlie Manson, I was used to dig holes and carry heavy weights. I left the speedrunning to those younger than me. Running with heavy stuff, it's a bad idea for your knees, I think. But speed running, it's too important. It's sad, but it's shitty, but important. Is that part of our normative, our unit normative? That's why it's important. They needed to route out the corruption, out of the anti-corruption agencies. Yeah, it's one of the way, but not by this way. How the high government do this? They just did bullshit. They give independence institution on a dependent institution. And that institutions, high prosecutor, directly depends from the president. That's why anti-corruption organ who will depend from the prosecutor, who depend from the president, is the bad idea. No, it's shitty way. That anti-corruption organization must be independent. It's 100%. But independence from the local government, from the Ukrainian government. But I think that we must have some controllers from the European Union. I don't say from the United States, because I heard that Trump had a lot of the corruption scandals before, but something like international organization, anti-corruption organization, or some commission from the European Union who will control Ukrainian anti-corruption organization, because they need this. Without control, they think that they are on a higher position in this country, but it's not true. My knees are shattered and waiting for a knee replacement right now. I think that beginning of destroying your knee was started in your army. I think. I'm right, Charlie? Emmy, hi Pasha, a small question. Are drones much harder to use in dense wood areas with the big trees, or are they technically developing? Much harder, because drones who are totally under pilot control. It's in a forest with a lot of trees. It's more easy to lose your drone because you can meet with that tree. That's why you see a lot of the video of the effective drone works from the fields, from the road, for example, but not so many from the forest, because you must be very high skilled pilot for catch up target in a forest, for example. Yeah, and it's much harder. But other things, drones with AI now start to be in the army. Not so many AI drones, but we have this, and AI drones can fix this problem. Not on a 100%, but with AI drones it's will be more easy. It's not full AI, it's something, I will translate this word, how it correctly song. It's follow-up drones, follow-up by AI. It's catching target and follow for target, but this target must find pilot, and that's why dense wood area with big trees is the bad area for drone pilot. Open fields, it's better. All there depends only from the skills of the pilot, because as I told, for example, on a Chinese DJI Mavic, they had a lot of sensor, a lot of radars and other, and it's difficult to destroy Mavic, yeah, by mistake of the pilot. But FPV drones directly depend from the pilot. That's why it's more harder to control and more easy to lose it. Hello, Marino. Charlie Manson, my back is cracked too, but that was the blast injury, not the weight. My knees are from the weight. I was the mortar base plate carrier for 12 months, dead, and 2 or 4 shields, weights, and a not. I think that base plate it's not less than 200 kilograms or something like this. Not less than 100. I think I'm right. Especially carrying them up and down in mountains in Bosnia, the worst thing was the mortar never got fire and once out there. It's the sad new. 110 kilograms. Yeah, as I told, it's more easier than Soviet plate, but it's still heavy. 100 kilograms. So, my dears, I must mention it that we are on a 60%, not on a 60. Yeah, we on a 60% of our fundrise. Who doesn't heard or who doesn't know, we are fundraising for 4 FPV drone monitors. And my dears, now we have 656 from 1200, my dears. Thanks so much who are joining to the fundrise. By my idea, it was made a video. I think that in a closest days, maybe tomorrow, maybe after tomorrow, I will publish new video. Maybe this video can push this fundrise. I hope. But thanks, my dears, for joining to this. Pasha, from which oblast are the hardest gangster in Ukraine? Difficult question. Every region have a different gangsters, but I think that the most hardest from the Donbas, because Donbas gangster was a president of Ukraine. He's a Viktor Yanukovych, and now, yeah, it's more no gangsters. It's more mafia. I think now they are oligarchs. Donbas mafia, Dnipro mafia, some from eastern Ukraine mafia. I think this most hardest in Kiev. From western Ukraine, I heard that a lot of the western gangsters they run away from Ukraine and the United States and making Ukrainian mafia in United States, in Canada. I think that guys too very dangerous. But in Ukraine in general, from the eastern regions, more hardest gangster in Ukraine. Thanks for the question, Marina. Yeah, the Donbas mafia, Viktor Yanukovych, he was a president of Ukraine. I think maybe they doesn't most hardest, but most successful mafia. Carrying G wasn't too bad, but if you sat on the ground, you need yeah, all this shit have influence on your health. All this shit doesn't matter. You sit on the ground, you do cardio or not to do, you are running or not running. All that shit have influence on your health. Семі, ви робимо це для тебе і вільна Україна. We do it for you and freedom Ukraine. Thanks so much, Sammy. Press F. So you, my dears, I'm able to do questions maybe 10 or 15 minutes and I will go sleep because tomorrow I must go on a service. Service need me and my guys from the service need these monitors. Thanks for everyone who are joining to that fundrise. It's very important. But I'm see tendency that fundrise for the kids closed more quickly than military fundrise. Christian C. We have a Russian gangster in LA. Our police had a street gun fight and Russians had better equipment. So our police ran to gun store and used own credit cards to beat the Russians. No, we have SWAT. I'm saw one documentary about Russian mafia. It's not a reason of proud, but who don't know, who not deep in this situation, Russian mafia, it's not only Russian mafia. For American or all for, oh my god, all Eastern European guys, it's the Russian mafia. But my dears, Russian mafia consists from the Ukrainian, Belarusian, Serbian, sometimes Albanian, all Eastern European country. For the American, it's Russian mafia. And maybe your Los Angeles police have a gunfight against the Ukrainian mafia, for example. It's not a reason for proud, but we must understand that Russian mafia is not only Russian mafia. Sammy B. Because of Dima. Dima is growing. Maybe after some time Dima will join to my unit. Maybe. I hope that no. I hope they will grow in soon in a normal country without war. Christian C. Maybe. But yes, it's interesting fact because Russian mafia, it's very combined, and Bulgarian guys too. It's the part of the Russian mafia. For Western people, doesn't matter if you are from the Eastern Europe and you are a gangster. You are a Russian mafia. Vladimir and other guys, typical names of the Russian mafia. So, my dears, as I told, I'm able to the question. I think that 10 or 15 minutes. And hey, is there a tsunami in Russia now? Is it true that their nuclear basis is completely gone? Do you know this? Thank you. I doesn't heard about nuclear bases in Yakutia or where tsunami. I heard that it was an earthshake, 8.1 bars earthshake, but I don't heard about nuclear base. I will check Ukrainian news. Maybe. Oh, not Yakutia, Kamchatka. Yeah, 8.8 balls. It was a shake. It's Yuzhno-Sakhalinsk, Russia, and so what we see. Ukrainian news and combined international news that as a result of tsunami, base of the nuclear underwater boats was damaged. But boats wasn't damaged. Port was damaged, but boats no, because boats wasn't attached to the port. Yeah. Thanks for the question. I open something new for me, but yeah, base of nuclear underwater boats was damaged, but underwater boats no, wasn't damaged. The police in Cambridge visit a Ukrainian money laundering and drug organization. They were Ukrainian. Even drove around in black Porsche 4x4 on Ukrainian number plates. It put the area of refugees in Cambridge. Wait a moment. Yeah, Cambridge. Well, I'm sorry again. Wait a moment. It's United Kingdom. So because we start talking about American and they think what of Cambridge? Where is it? It's United Kingdoms. Yeah, for sure. When full-scale invasion beginning, not only refugee from the damaged cities start run away from Ukraine, a lot of the bandits, mafia, a lot of the bad guys, they leave from Ukraine, and now they reorganize his bullshit in a European country, And Poland, I think that Poland suffering so much from the Ukrainians gangsters at this moment. And yeah, cars with Ukrainian number, it's not new now in Europe, and that's why yeah, it's possible that Ukrainian mafia was located in a Cambridge, because a lot of bastards live through the border when full-scale invasion started. Bastards live from Ukraine, but his black deals, black business from Ukraine doesn't stop, and for him this opportunity to do something more in Europe, because more chances and more opportunities in Europe. Connection loss. Thanks for tonight, everyone. Have to sleep soon. Перемога. Thanks so much. Thanks for activity. Connection lost. Boosted a Ukrainian. Sorry, my fingers are too fat for my phone tonight. No problem. I'm understand all that damaged words from the chat. They showed cheap houses floating, but very poor place, so not much damage. When I'm reading this article, I saw pictures from satellite. It's apostrophe UA, Ukrainian source of the news. A floating dock extension has broken loose, and another floating dock extension is missing in the satellite images. Yes, it's what about it all, Charlie Manson. You are right on 100%. But no one boat wasn't attached to the floating dock. That's why boats doesn't damage it. They live just outside Cambridge, about 10 kilometers from my old house. They were renting a 2 million euro to 18th century mansion on the river. Yeah, it was a rich guy from Ukraine. I think that Porsche 4x4, it's a very cheap car to these guys. I'm reading about a volcanic explosion Krasenikov in Russia. Mother Nature is also angry on Russia. All the women looked like a Botox's Russia Barbie dolls. They were wild to look at. Ukrainian girls in Europe looks the same, because Botox in Ukraine more cheapest than in United Kingdoms and other. That's why it's not surprise. Botox Barbie dolls is not a symbol of the criminal or something like this. Just a Botox. It's in Ukraine. It's so cheap. Hello, Velen Kishka. Hi, Pasha. Just got there. The volume is very low. Very low. I told that no. Mark said that always good. But for Mark, volume every time very low. But I hope that now better. I'm fixed a little. I think it's tsunami. It's climatic weapon of the SBU for the damaged atomic base. Okay, my dears, I think that we will finish our broadcast 1 hour before work week. My dears, thanks so much. very big thanks. We are finished more than 50% of our fundrise. This fundrise not so small for the kids. Usually we made more smaller fundrise, but it's not less important fundrise. As I told, if you are my dears watch this broadcast after live stream, or doesn't matter, or somebody don't heard, we are fundraising for the 4 FPV monitors for our crew, because we are preparing to the combat tasks on a combat region. And I'm sorry, AK Crowd 74, give a new step for the finishing our fundraise. We number yet more close to the our needs. I'm sorry, I will fix. We are more close to the finish of our fundraise, yes. As I told, this fundraise not less important than fundraise for our kids, because we are preparing to do combat task in the Donbas region, my dears. Very big thanks for the people who are joining to our fundraise, my dears. It's very important. I think that now we have enough money for order first or two monitors. I will make the report about this, my dears. We don't have time for wait so long. That's why we will do it step by step, part by part, my dears. Thanks so much for your activity. Thanks so much for the chat. Waiting the new video soon. It will be on this week, I promise. I'm finished this today. People on a sponsor chat saw that part about small digs. I'm cut moment about small digs from the chat. But my dears, if you are a YouTube channel sponsor, sometimes if you are if you are a YouTube channel sponsor and you don't join to the chat is a special sponsor chat for YouTube sponsors, you are lose something interesting sometimes. It's like a warning, extra sensual content or something like this, my dears, and you have a sponsor subscribing. In a sponsor community post we have a special link where you can join to the chat. Thanks for your attention, my dears. See ya later, and thanks that you are joined to Fundrise. See ya, bye, guys. See ya, guys, bye.